So I'm going to first start off by using foundation, and I'm using the Dewy and Smooth Normal to Dry Skin Fit Me foundation. And I have the shade 210 Sandy Beige. I'm going to apply a little bit of that first. I just kind of dot it all over my face. And I really like this foundation because it gives you a satin finish. And I really like this shade. It's nice coverage as well. I think it's a really nice foundation, especially if you're going out at night time, or if you have an event on and you want something with a little bit more coverage. Don't forget your neck. This also has sunscreen SPF of 18. Next up, I'm going to use one of my favorite concealers that I use pretty much every day, and it's the Age Rewind Erase Dark Circles Concealer. So this concealer helps to erase dark circles, and what I really like about it, it has this really nice kind of smoothing coverage underneath your eyes. It covers dark circles, but it's a very thin consistency. So if you're somebody that really doesn't like heavy concealers, especially under their eyes, I definitely recommend this one. And I don't just apply it to my eyes, I kind of just apply it if I want to brighten up any area, and I use this shade Light for underneath my eyes. It blends really smoothly and quickly. I think it's like a perfect concealer for the morning before work, or if you're in a rush. It blends out so quickly, and it does such a great job of giving you that kind of bright and under eye area. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to use Total Temptations Brow Definer, and this is all that I have left of this product. I don't know if you can see that, but there's nothing left. I've used this all up, and I use this one pretty much every day as well. I'm actually surprised because I've lost the lid quite a while ago and it still works, like it hasn't dried out. So I'm just kind of creating small little brush strokes, so it looks like I'm brushing on hair. And I like how it comes with this little brush, so you can brush your eyebrows up. So I like to keep my eyebrows pretty natural, especially during the day. So I kind of just fill in any areas that are a little bit sparse or I need a little bit of definition, and then I leave it at that. So I'm just going to let the foundation and concealer settle into my skin while I start with my eyeshadows. And I'm going to start off by using the City Bronzer. And this is, my lid fell off mine, but it's okay. And I use this shade Medium Cool, which is a really great contouring shade. So this is not a warm toned bronzer, it's more of a cool toned, but it's not too cool, so it's one of those really perfect shades. So I'm going to just pick up a little bit of that and start off by doing that. So the palette that I'm working with today is the Countdown palette, and this palette is great because there is just a great variety of bronze shades. There are copper tone shades, there's a little bit of sparkle, there's a little bit of everything. It's just a really fun palette, and I really like all of them, and they're very pigmented, so it's just a fantastic palette to have. I'm going to first start off with this deep brown here, and it's just a matte shade. and I'm going to just pick that up with this brush. By the way, this is Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and it's just from one of her palettes. Just going to wing that out. Just kind of creating a little kind of cat eye, but a very soft one. So in your corner, in my corner, I'm just doing like a soft V shape. Okay, now all over my eyelid, I'm going to apply this really nice warm brown shade. And I'm staying in line of that kind of stencil shape that I just created. I'm going to use a mixture of that brown and then the darker brown together on this Charlotte Tilbury smudger brush. Creating a little bit of definition underneath my eyelash line. Going to use a smaller brush now. This is an eyeliner brush by Designer Brands, and I'm going to go in with that deep brown again. I don't have a Maybelline eyeliner or like a brown one, so if you had a Maybelline eyeliner, you could probably use that, or any eyeliner. And then now with the other side of the brush, and this is the kind of more densely packed side, I'm going to apply a little bit of this golden sparkle shade all over my eyelid. I might actually use my finger. It works a lot better when you use your finger to just kind of pat it over your eyelid. And for the inner corner, I'm going to use this shade here, which is kind of like a champagne shade. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner. And then some on my brow bone. Now to mascara, and I'm using the Colossal Volume Express, and this is not waterproof, this is just the normal one. So this mascara is really nice. It has a really nice dark pigment. It's the shade Black, and it gives you a nice dramatic lash, but it's still natural enough for during the day. It's not too over the top. And what I love about it, it's so easy to wash off at nighttime. So when you're washing your makeup off, it's not really hard to take off. Okay, now onto my skin. I'm going to back to the Age Rewind concealer, but this time I'm going to use a darker shade. This is the shade Caramel, and this is actually a new one. How many twists until the product comes out? Okay. So there we go. I'm going to kind of use this as my contour. As you can see, that's a pretty good shade. It's going to give me a nice bronze. I don't know, I've never done this before, but I thought it was a good idea. We'll see. So I'm kind of just going to buff that in. I love cream contours because they look a lot more natural on your skin. And over the top of that, I'm going to go in with my City Bronzer and just kind of set that. I'm going to use it kind of as a bronzer and go in this number 3 motion. This is turning out to be a bronzy makeup look. Apply a bit on your shoulders. It's probably not a good idea when you're wearing white, but what can you do? And that bronzer is really nice because there is no shimmer on that as well. So it's perfect for if you don't want to have a really shimmery bronzer, or if you have a lot of open pores, or if you've had acne in that area and you don't want to highlight it, then I would definitely recommend using a bronzer like this. And then when you want to put your highlight, you can strategically place that in areas that you need to highlight. So now I'm going to go in with a bit of blush. And my favorite blush that I've been using all the time from Maybelline is this one with the collaboration with Puma. And it's the Color and Gloss Face Duo Stick. And I love this shade here. It's kind of like a raspberry red, but it looks dark when you look at it. But as you can see, it's pretty translucent. And it gives your cheeks a really nice kind of flushed glow. Okay, and now on to a bit of powder because I think that I need a little bit. I'm going to use the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is a really nice finishing powder, and I use the shade 15 Light. Using this on the tapered highlighter brush by Sigma. I only just apply a little bit and then I put the rest in here, kind of swirl it around and tap it. Apply this to my T-zone underneath. For my lips, I'm going to use the Color Sensational lipstick in Ruby For Me, and it's a really nice kind of ruby red. And actually I forgot to apply highlighter. I'm going to use the Master Chrome highlighter, which is in the shade 100 Molten Gold. And this is a really nice highlighter, and it's really super pigmented and bold. So I'm just going to apply it a little bit. And using the Sigma tapered brush. Such a beautiful shade, this one. So guys, that is the finished look. It kind of turned out to be my signature kind of bronzy eye and a bold lip that I love to do. and I was so impressed with these Maybelline products, and I use them all the time as well. They're affordable, they're easy to find, and I just really like the way that they apply and kind of stay on my skin really nicely. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you recreate something similar down below. I'd love to know, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.